frustrated, I'm tired of living this life. These evil thoughts I'm confessing, been trying to take my mind. Every day I try to get right, I done died 1,000 times. I seen darkness all in my life, but now I'm finally seeing some light.
Yeah. So you heard the album, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you think about it?
It's alright. I'm more of a J. Cole fan, though.
You're more of a J. Cole fan. All right, okay. I ain't mad at you. So what you, overall, the content of what Kendrick Lamar is talking about, what you think about the direction he going?
He always has good content. Like, it's always upbuilding, or if it's not upbuilding and it's violent, it always has a good message behind the violence. Like, it's always the same from Kendrick. You never get a bad message from him. You know what I mean?
Did you pick up anything?
Like I said, it's always, I ain't pick up nothing I ain't picked up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, shalom, family. We back on the streets. It's Cuts from the Street. And this time we out with my man.
It's Reggie P. ADV, man.
Mr. City Lights.
All right, fellas. So, have you guys heard Kendrick's album, new album?
I heard a couple records. I didn't hear the whole record.
Okay.
A few singles.
Okay, a few of the songs. So, in one of the songs, or actually in a couple of songs in particular, Kendrick mentions something. So, I'm going to read off the lyrics to y'all, and I want y'all to give me y'all feedback on what y'all think about it, all right? So, it says, and this is the song YAH. It says, interviews want to know my thoughts and opinions, right? Fox News want to use my name for percentage. My latest muse is my niece. She worth living. See me on TV and scream, that's Uncle Kendrick. Yeah, that's the business. Somebody tell Geraldo this nigga got some ambition. I'm not a politician. I'm not about a religion. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. My cousin Carl Duckworth said, know my worth. And Deuteronomy say that we all been cursed. So what y'all think about Kendrick and what he stated in those couple bars?
Shit, really, that shit was kind of light.
Humble, and I think a little bit of another one. I'm sorry, I'm blanking out. I think so, yeah.
Okay. So he mentioned in those songs, well, mainly DNA, right? He mentioned a few things about him having loyalty in his DNA, royalty, right? But there's another song on the album called YAH, right? We have the lyrics. I'm gonna read it to you, and I want your input on what he said. Okay? We're just gonna go straight to the point, right? He said, somebody tell Geraldo this nigga got some ambition. I'm not a politician. I'm not about a religion. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. My cousin Carl Duckworth said know my worth. And Deuteronomy said that we all been cursed. Now, what do you think about that?
When you break it down line by line, I'm not sure who the Geraldo person is.
He's like a Fox News personality, right?
Gotcha. But we all know that the media is twisted, and it's fashioned in a way that we are portrayed as things or people or
thugs and niggas, right?
That we aren't. So when he says, I'm not a politician and I'm not religious, he's basically saying he's not going to use politics, or he's not going to use religion to justify what's happening to us, I guess. Or the way that he lives his life isn't as dirty or as tainted as American politics is, or as whatever religions that he wants to go into, or he wants to point out. I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black anymore. When you understand that black is some umbrella term that was created to just group all of us. Black refers to a race. It's not an ethnicity. It's not a nationality. It's not connected to any specific culture. It just describes what we look like physically. So I guess what he's saying is he's an Israelite, as in he's one of the chosen people, or he's part of the chosen group. He's not just black. He's not the label that you're giving us. Am I going?
Okay, now you on the right track.
I guess the line that stood out to me the most was
Matter of fact, I'm holding you. You can break it down line by line.
color. The one that stood out to me the most was the word is only a color. It ain't facts no more. 'Cause I guess he's saying don't call you like black because it's only like a color. It doesn't like define who you are by calling someone black. It's just like a color.
I want to see what Addie thinks.
Oh, I'm gonna go with everything she just said. Yeah, honestly, like From when he said I'm an Israelite, what I thought was that not exactly that he's part of the chosen people, but he's part of the people that have been systematically put down over the years. And to just be black is not the term for it, because it's not just black people that get put down.
Who else get put down?
Basically all minorities in America, mostly blacks, but we also have the Hispanics, we also have Asians, we have the stigmas and the stereotypes that come along with being part of these races, and yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna agree with the blacks and Hispanics, but you see black kids and Hispanics kids getting shot down, getting chased down by cops, getting harassed by cops, but you don't see that in the Asian community, right?
Not as much.
Not as much, no.
When was the last time we seen an Asian kid get shut down?
Or the last time that media actually wrote the story and put it out.
When was that?
Can't even remember. You can't name people. Along with Native Americans, they get shot down even more or at the same rate that blacks do, but that doesn't get any type of media attention.
Okay, I like that, right? Now, who are the Israelites?
In my words, I said they were the chosen people.
Yeah, who are they today?
I'm not sure how to answer that question. Yeah, me neither. It's a deep topic.
I mean, basically he was just saying that, don't call him black. Black is not a color. You feel what I mean? Black is something that they gave to us. You know what I'm saying? He basically saying that, you know what I mean? He God's chosen people, which if you go to your text is the Hebrew or the Israelite people. The Jews that we know as the Jews is what we've been taught, and really the Jews. We really the people. We really God's chosen people. So that's why he's saying, don't call me this, call me that. You know what I'm saying? Whoop the whoop. But he just letting you know he know who he is.
My cousin called Duckworth, said know my worth. And Deuteronomy said that we've all been cursed. What you think about that?
I don't know. It's confusing.
All right, let's break it down, right? He says he's not a politician and he's not about a religion, right?
I think he's saying don't stereotype him, to be honest.
Okay, now what about this line? Okay, this line, he says, I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more.
I don't know. I can't. That's something you have to ask him. I don't even know where he coming from with that one.
Like how they used to say, oh, you're black. I guess he's saying, like, don't stereotype him, basically. Like, it's just a color. And,
And now that's actually correct because, we are called black folks, but our skin is brown. We're not black. We're not black.
I guess he said his niece or his daughter being the muse, just ain't nothing but just inspiration. You feel what I mean? But that's it.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, and then he talking about how basically the media try to use him, you know what I'm saying, for they critics and, they royalties to go up and shit, use his name and, what he got going on.
Right. What about you?
That's it, bro. Say it everything.
Okay. So I'm sure you've maybe heard before because you sounded like you knew a little bit, but I'm going to speak to you specifically. Have you ever heard that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans were the Israelites?
Yeah, we all know the same thing in the sense of what they were trying to teach us, you feel me? I don't know, bro. I just be living for today, and, I got kids, you know what I'm saying? Label, fame, family always mean everything. So, everybody around me, I'm going to make sure we all straight, and we supposed to do and pursuing our dreams. As far as what he think and how he feel, I don't really too much care. I might listen to the beat before I listen to what he's saying. You know what I mean?
What do you think about that as far as our nationality? He's pretty much saying don't call him black.
He's not saying that. He's saying that, black is only a color as in our, what do other nations, well, not other nations, other races do to black people's culture? They take it and run with it, right?
Yeah, but right here he's saying
the black has spilled over. Like he's saying black is just a word. Like everybody, like the little girl, the little Danny Bergali, Catch Me Outside, we say she acts black, right? That's what people say. She acts black, meaning it's just a word. Okay. She acts black.
Okay, right? He says don't.
If you talk proper. Well, you do talk proper. So if you
thank you, man.
On the street, they would say you act right. You act white.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
But right here, he said, "Don't call me black no more." That word is only a color. It ain't facts no more.
I mean, that's what I feel like he's saying.
Okay. You ever heard anything about the Israelites?
Yeah, I mean, isn't that the Israelites is who's led by Jesus, right? The Holy Land is Israel, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. So you know who those people are today?
What you mean who they are today?
Like, if I say, like, I'm asking, who are the Israelites? Can you point a finger and say, oh, that's them right there?
Nah.
The Most High said he will put curses on his people for breaking God's laws, for breaking his laws. So if you read Deuteronomy, that's how we can tell who the Israelites are this day. So and you say you're not too familiar with that, with Book of Deuteronomy. So by Kendrick acknowledging that he's an Israelite, does it make you want to do any research?
Oh yes. Yeah. Yeah. I would.
Okay, good. So, I like how he's putting it out there and trying to wake our people up.
So, but as far, I'm just speaking in terms of like who we are as a people, because like your man was saying a second ago, like, you know, black is only a color, right? Or like he said in the song also. So I guess my question is, what do you feel about him saying that we are the Israelites, we are God's chosen people? Do you kind of agree, or are you just...
I don't even really feel no kind of way. That's just his opinion. I don't even think about it. He say what he want to say, bro. He got it right to say what he want to say, whether they're right or wrong. I don't even really too much. You know what I'm saying?
And we all been taught a lot of different theologies. At the end of the day, what we gonna follow, what we gonna believe in our life, is gonna be up to us.
Are you a Christian?
Yes, I am.
So are you an Israelite?
I mean, I wouldn't call myself an Israelite. I would call myself a Christian.
All right, what's your nationality?
My nationality, African American.
In reference to Kendrick, you feel what I'm saying? He's just saying that this is something that he has found. And by him saying that we cursed, man, he ain't doing nothing but talking about old texts. You feel what I mean? Where, you know what I mean, the chosen people really didn't follow the laws like God said. And so certain things we got to deal with to this day because of, you know, the laws that we didn't do. This is in the text. And this ain't nothing I'm popping off. I'm preaching like this something that I believe. But I'm just a studier. You know, I ain't no dumb guy. You know, I check out some shit. You feel what I mean? That's how I knew who y'all was. Y'all approached me. But you know what I mean? As far as his message, if somebody got into it, it might steer him in the right direction. But it's certain niggas like me and my partner here, man. You know, we want to live. We want to find out our lives on our own. You feel what I mean? And we got so much shit going on. You know, for somebody else to say that we're lost or them trying to tell us what, you know, an old text is, you know, that ain't applying to us so quickly.
When you read the Bible, right? There's certain curses. That's why he said, Deuteronomy said that we have all been cursed, right? No, we're not Ham. We come from the lineage of Shem. Ham are the true Africans. See, that's the same thing Kendrick is saying right here, right? What's the two main things they call us? African American or black? So he's pretty much denouncing those terms that they put on us. And right here he's saying, I'm an Israelite. That's our true nationality. That's our true heritage, right? We're not black. We're not African American. That's the message he's trying to get across.
And that's the problem. That's what's going to have to happen with that movement and the people the niggas y'all trying to save. That's going to have to happen. But, you know, you can't do that for nobody. Everybody got their own what they going to do. You feel what I mean? So that's all I got to say about it.
So off of that, do you kind of, what do you guys think that the solution is? Because I'm sure you guys, you know, we grow up in certain situations, right? We grow up in poverty, things like that. What do you guys think the solution is for our people?
To just keep working hard. You feel what I'm saying? Take care of your family. Love yourself. You know what I'm saying? And ain't no more you can do.
This man, the prime example. Start your own businesses. Do it for yourself. This man, you know what I mean? But basically what I'm trying to say is this man, we type of people, we already making those steps, doing for ourselves. You know what I mean? It's good to have a job, but you feel what I mean? You need to be able to make your own bread. Nobody shouldn't be able to exactly. And you should have something to pass down, you know what I'm saying, that you actually own. You feel what I mean? I ain't saying quit your job, but I'm saying, boy, you might want to look for a brighter future, man, because anytime a nigga can give you something, he can take it away. And you know, with another color people, I don't give a fuck no way, but you see, they stick together and we buy from them, but you know, when we come, we setting up shop, nobody gonna fuck with us. But that's why we gotta fuck with each other. See, like I told you earlier, you gotta get that down. Till that shit get down, you're going to be out here talking forever. I'm going to tell you the truth.
So the Israelites, when you read Deuteronomy 28, right, and many other scriptures throughout the Bible, but since he mentioned Deuteronomy, when you read Deuteronomy 28, when you read the curses that would be on those group of people, it only happened to one group of people. That's that, like you mentioned, the natives, right, the Hispanics, and also the blacks. So we're actually living those curses today. And some of us don't know because we really, we don't really study the Bible like that. And religion, that's why he says, I'm not about religion, because religion don't teach us who we are, and they don't teach us what we have to do to come out those curses. Give all praise to the Most High, because this word like the prophecies in the Bible. This word has got to go out. The devil has to be shown who he is, and of course, with the devil being shown who he is, we have to take our rightful place.
Right.
And that's what the brother's saying. Hey, don't call me black. I'm not black. I'm an Israelite.
Right.
Okay? So, like we seen, most of our people, they knew they're Israelites, but it's that extra step of finding out what's next. What do I have to do? Right. Most of them are just, like Ezekiel says, it's a good song. They're comfortable with just knowing that they're Israel.
Right.
But all praises, we out here to let them know, hey, just because you know you Israel, you know, there's a next step. So all praise to the Most High. You know, people are listening to what the brother said, and some of them now, they know you got now, there's stuff that's required of you now that you call yourself an Israelite.
Right.
Okay?
And then even prior to that, you know, a lot of people, had he not ever used the word in his song, probably would have never ever had the understanding or even heard the word Israelite, unless they just happened to stumble upon it.
Right.
So a wider audience who we normally talk to and teach, well, now you got a different set of people that get an opportunity to at least get a seed planted, because that's what our job anyway. Scripture said you plant the seed, Most High water it, gives the increase.
Right.
So that could be the seed planted to where it allows a million different
Well,
crops to grow.
yeah. Somebody plant, somebody water, Most High raise who he want to raise up. Okay? And the other thing is, you know, a lot of people were giving them back because of the lyric, but they really didn't understand the lyrics. Hold on, let me pull it out. Right? Because he said, after he said all those stuff, after he said he's an Israelite, don't call him black, he goes on to say...
The word is only a color. It ain't facts no more.
Right. Then he goes on, and then after he mentioned his cousin told him, you know, Deuteronomy say that we're cursed. When you read Deuteronomy 28, we are those nobody in the planet, like Daniel 9.
9/11, right.
Nobody else could say, hey, I went through this too.
Right.
My people went through, no. Only blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans could say, hey, this is me right here. Right. But at the bottom, he says, but it's money to get, biddies to hit, YAH, zeros to flip, temptation is, YAH, first on my list, I can't resist, YAH. What people don't get is like when we end, right, they have that, even though they know they Israel, they still want to do worldly things. Right. So that's what he's saying.
Right.
Even though most of our people know they are Israel, most of them are gonna chase money. Most of them are gonna chase women. Most of them is gonna chase fame of the world. That's all he's saying. All right. With that, hey, comment, like, subscribe, share this video. All right. Always comment your ideas, what you would like to see next on the show.
Because we read them. Read them.
Yes.
And don't be surprised if we choose your idea as the next episode.
Right. With that, it's been Cuts from the Street. Shalom.
All right, shalom.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates on all our YouTube channels. Shalom.